Welcome to another episode of Let's Eat Orlando with
Amy Drew.
and Biggie. Another episode, just kind of catching up. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the previous episodes. You can definitely listen and catch up to any of those anytime you want. I guess we'll start off. Amy Drew, have you eaten anywhere new recently? I know you always have, so I figured this will be a great way to start the episode and kind of see where you've been to and where you can share, and maybe give people a new place to maybe think about going, or put it on, at least on their list to go eat.
I have always eaten somewhere new, or
I
at
know
least
you
I
have.
try, or at least new for me. But yeah, well, we discussed a little bit before the show, so people know that we do some planning. And one of the places
Yeah.
that you were interested in talking about was Roka Hula. So let's talk about Roka Hula.
Okay. So what is Roka Hula then?
It is a speakeasy tiki bar. New. We have a few tiki bars. We have a growing roster of tiki bars. I had heard good things about it. The speakeasy is much like Suffering Bastard is like buried inside Tuffy's up in Sanford.
Okay.
Roka Hula, which looks like it should be pronounced Roka Hula, but it's Raka, I learned,
Okay.
is inside Voodoo Bayou in Dr. Phillips, like over by the whiskey and
Yeah.
Shima and all that stuff over there. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
What? So is it I'm assuming it's mostly drinks, or do they have food, or
They
what?
have plenty of food. I went there. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I do not like tiki drinks, because that would be my pants would catch fire immediately. But they have a large menu. They do modern Asian. I'm making air quotes for those of you who aren't watching us. Modern Asian is what the hook is on the menu, and it was surprisingly really good. I did not expect the food to be this good, which is why I immediately wrote about it for the Sentinel.
No, that makes sense. And then wait, I have to kind of unravel this, because so it's tiki, so it's like a speakeasy tiki, has like the tiki drinks, but there's like a modern Asian food is what the food is.
Yeah, it's like it's modern Asian. There's like hints of different things, and even the Asian stuff has, like I said, it's Asian is the foundation, but then you eat things that are spice influenced with South American, or the thing that I wrote about was this one sushi roll that stuck out on the menu like a sore thumb, was the buffalo beef on Weck sushi roll, right? So
Really?
this is a perfect one to talk about because it's a sandwich themed
Uh-huh.
sushi roll. So I saw it and I was like, what the hell is this thing doing on the menu? Like, it just didn't even make any sense. And I was like, well, I love a beef on Weck. I'll be able to talk about sandwiches with Biggie. I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to talk about this with Matt Hinckley, who is one of our famous Buffalonian chefs here in town.
For sure.
So I ordered it, and the thing was freaking brilliant. Like, it was just balanced. It was nailed. They nailed it. They nailed the whole essence of, the only thing it was missing was like hot jus.
I was gonna say, did it have like a jus, like the dip for it? So wait, did it have like Killamook seeds and stuff like that on it?
Yeah,
Like
it was a roll with carpaccio, like, so it had like a beef tartare, and then a seared beef as well, and of course the sushi rice, and then on top it was served with like a horseradish cream sauce that was dotted around the plate, like, all artful sushi bar style. And then on top of the roll was this absolutely perfectly balanced sprinkle of coarse salt and caraway seeds.
So yeah, so it's almost like instead of using sesame seeds or something like that you would put on a sushi, they use that instead. Oh, that's classic.
And it was perfect. They nailed it. It was beef on Weck and a sushi roll. And I was like, what the heck is this? So then, of course, I write to Matt. I text him like immediately upon leaving. And I'm like, look at this thing. And he was like, that is the most Buffalo thing ever. I love it, And when I get in touch with the chef, finally, surprise, surprise, he's from Buffalo. But
Of course he is.
Get this. He's a 3-time James Beard Award semi-finalist who, like, and I wrote this, he like snuck into town all under the radar. you
That's
know?
crazy. So what else? Oh, did you have anything else besides that when you were there? I
Yeah,
mean, that
yeah,
sounds,
I had all that was just like my highlight of the
yeah,
menu because it
no,
was
that,
so wild and weird and unexpected and fun.
yeah,
But the
no.
food was really great. It was really great. It is not cheap though.
Okay.
This place is not cheap. I've had people write to me since the review went live, and they agree with me on the food. Some of them are like, I won't go again. It's too much money, but they did like it. But I mean, I don't, for the area, it's an expensive area, and it's like one of those immersive experiences. Like you go in there, and it's like if they made a line like the queue from a Disney ride into a restaurant. Like that's it's like super immersive.
What about since you said you obviously you enjoy a tiki cocktail or two,
I do.
what did you have one in particular? Did you get to sample one and kind of or enjoy one? And did it? How was it? Like, is it themed? Like it comes in a tiki cup and all that type of
They
stuff?
have plenty of really cool and like most tiki bars. And if you remember, I don't know, when I was growing up, a lot of the Chinese restaurants that I went to in New York, like very casual neighborhood restaurants, they would have these placemats with tiki drinks on them. And they were kind of like tiki bars.
Hmm.
And so they would have pictures of the Mai Tai, and you would have a little cartoon of what the mug was going to look like
Yeah.
and everything. And so they have that kind of a fun menu. So you get an idea of what's happening. I got one called the Freaky Frankie, which if they had sold this mug, and this was another thing, a reader wrote to me and I said that and thing, I would have bought it. She wrote to me, this was the same lady, and she was like, that mug's about $104 if you want to buy it online. And but this is the thing, like people talk about, restaurateurs will talk about how people steal the
Yeah.
glasses. People will walk out with the glasses. This glass I mean, to call it a glass is ridiculous. You could murder someone with this glass. It's like, it weighs like 18 pounds.
How big
It,
of a glass is it?
it's
Oh, so
big.
it's like almost like a Stein, almost like
It's
a Stein
it's
style.
huge, but it's like a mug and it has like a base. You could easily, this is a Clue murder weapon. Like like if you put Clue in French Polynesia at some resort, and this is definitely the wrench. This thing is the wrench in
I
that
love it.
Polynesian Clue
I
game.
I love it. That sounds good. I think I like ideas of that. Like that sounds, so it sounds like almost like a splurge slash maybe like a birthday celebration, do something different type of thing.
Definitely. It's a date night,
Experience.
and it's small. You definitely want reservations. It took me a
Okay.
while to get reservations. Very hot. I noticed a lot of people really liked it online, and I always want to go to the Tiki Bar, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, they have food." So, I had a really good excuse to check the place out. Um yes, it's a little splurgy. That drink was $20.
Okay.
But it was huge,
Yeah.
and it came with a fire show. Like they light it on fire and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So there's a little.
That's not too bad for, I guess, a tiki, especially if you're, I don't, and I have no idea how much like the sushi and all that stuff is. So based on what you're saying, splurge wise,
The
it sounds like it kind
roll
of goes in line with what you would expect then.
the rolls go from like 22 to $32.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
pricey. It is
Is it a
pricey.
is it a decent size roll? Like, are you going, like, if you were to go, and obviously, depending on like if you were to go, like, do you need to have like two or three? Like, if you're going like on a date night, do you need like three or four rolls, or is it one of those where it's like, or would you call this place like a place where you can go stop in, maybe have like a drink and maybe a roll or two, and then maybe go somewhere else for like a dessert or
You
something?
definitely could do that without a doubt. I mean, it's
Yeah,
so immersive. I feel like you'd want to stay. And I have to give the staff credit because I know this place is popular and they take reservations. There was like no pressure. We
that's
took our
awesome.
time. It took time for us to look at the menu. The menu is big and it took us a little bit of time. No pressure, was very relaxing, even though it's a little tight. It's not, because it's a small room.
Yeah.
There's a bar, so you can also sit at the bar. And there's tables, but it was really nice. It is, I will say, it's pricey, but I think for the neighborhood,
Yeah.
people are mostly used to it, and the
Yep. Yep.
people who don't want to pay that price just don't go.
Do
Um,
you do you have to do anything? Because when I hear speakeasy, is there anything you have to do, like have a password or have
I
anything like
do
that, or
not
hidden
want
somewhere?
to. I don't want to. I am sure that there are TikTokers out there that have all spoiled this thing 100 times over how you get in, but I don't want to do that. So
and that's fine, but that's what I'm asking. Like, so like, let's say someone's listening to this and go, I want to go. Can they, like, is there like, do they at least have a website or something that like kind of allows people to figure out how to get in there and all that stuff? Because obviously I don't want to spoil.
you will be instructed. Like what
Okay.
you like you'll they'll help you figure it out. That's all I'll
Okay,
say.
cool.
But
So you
yes,
can,
there is of
yeah.
course a website, and if
All
you
right.
want the spoilers, go Google it. I'm sure there's a million influencers who've
Yeah,
wrecked
yeah,
it
like
for
giving you
everybody.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like, yeah, like I've seen a lot of those. I think isn't like Taco Cat one of them? I think that's one of the. Isn't that like have like a? I think that place has like a
I think
speakeasy
yes, and
style.
I was just about to
Yeah.
almost say it, but I'm not going to do that either.
No, 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 no.
I've
Yeah,
not
that.
been, but I've heard because
Yeah,
it's been
that's what I.
spoiled for me.
Correct. That's what I've heard. Yeah, exactly. And I hate spoilers like that. So I have, and I did go to a bar. I have been to a speakeasy like that somewhere in Dr. Phillips like that. There's like a few speakeasies over there, I believe, and I have done that, and it's just a fun experience to be able to do. I think it's a fun concept to be able to have, and who doesn't? And I don't think anyone does not enjoy tiki style. Out of curiosity, are they dressed in like tiki shirts and Hawaiian shirts,
I'm
or are
trying
they
to
kind of
remember. I think it was just a very it's understated. I think they might just wear
okay?
black. I'm
All
not
right, so
sure.
yeah, so I gotcha.
But this is inside like a more Cajun themed
Yeah, so that makes
restaurant. But
sense.
this thing is Asian influenced food. There's like sashimi, there's bao. The bao is quite good. We had they have it they're all pork belly, but
Okay,
they are each a little different. They have four very generous big pieces. It's two to an order.
okay,
So definitely, like if you went there on a date, one
yeah,
each would be
yeah, it's nice.
yeah, and those were very generous. We had the Korean one that had some like really nice, flavorful kimchi entry level, but with good heat and nice pieces of, really well marinated pork belly. So like they throw it on the flat top and the ends get kind of
Yeah.
sweet and
Hmm.
barbecuey, and it was good.
I like it.
Yeah,
It sounds delicious. It makes me want to try it,
yeah, it
or
was
at
good.
least check it
It
out.
was good, but
I
it
at
is
least want to check
it's not. I
the
like to
beef and
warn
weck.
people.
I at least want to try the beef on weck roll. That's like
That is
that's
so
what I would
worth
want to
it.
try.
And the funny thing was the chef, he told me he invented that or whatever in the early, like, 20 years ago, let's just say, up in Buffalo at one of his past restaurants.
Yeah,
And it was like the product of leftovers from some event that they had, and they were cleaning up and they're drinking the leftover wine and eating the leftover food, and they started throwing things together. And that was really kind of how it started. And then they came up with it. And he told me, he's like, that thing is still popular today. It still shocks me, but it's super fun. And it's a fun little Easter egg because if you know,
yeah.
and you see it. And if you know what beef on weck is, you're like, what the hell is this doing on the menu? on the menu?
Yeah,
So it's fun.
that's a popular one. I always love telling people the story of, like, when I talk to people, especially when I'm selling at events, because I have a beef on weck shirt, and I did it mostly because obviously we have a mixture of Matt Hinckley, also Gabe Davis, who now plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He at one point was playing for the Buffalo Bills, and so therefore I got way more involved into thinking and I also follow a few Buffalo foodies, and so I wanted to do a beef on weck shirt, and obviously my favorite beef on weck that I have is obviously Matt's over at Fancy, at his Fancy Meats. It's super good. He does a heck of a job on it. Bringing those flavors in and be able to do it. I would say it's like a high end version of what it should be, and so it's been great. The what I was going to talk to you about also was the fact of sandwiches. I know you recently did also an article on, I think it was grilled cheese, right? You did an article on grilled
Yes,
cheeses.
I don't know why, and I'm not sure when the last time we spoke was, but August is National Sandwich Month.
It is, which is weird to me, but I would think it would be
So too.
November. I would
Why
have thought it would
August?
be November versus August. And it always catches me off guard that it's a sandwich month. I mean, granted, I think every month is a sandwich month, but yes, I know sandwich month is August, I guess, in the foodie world.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. It does seem like an odd choice. I feel like it should maybe either be like fall because hearty sandwiches or
Yeah.
spring because picnics.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you
But
100%.
but you are right. I mean, sandwiches every day, all the time. So why not?
For the most part, yeah. And I know you got a chance to talk to them over at Tao De Cheese of what they're doing in their food truck.
Tao De Cheese.
Tao De Cheese, yes. You and I forget. I'm trying to remember now because I've had him on a guest on my other podcast as well, about the idea. Do you remember? Did they tell you what Tao De Cheese is?
Well, the funny thing is it's really just a play on the Tao Te Ching.
Yes.
You know, if
Yes.
if I'm even pronouncing that right. And I always thought it was very, very clever.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to Brian Johnson about it, he's like, I did too, but almost nobody gets it.
That's he told me the same thing, which I think is hilarious. Him and his wife Cindy, they do a hell of a job on it. What I think I love about it, because so grilled cheese, I kind of grilled cheese is and you tell me what your thoughts are on grilled cheese, because I think grilled cheese is obviously one of the more popular sandwiches to have, or to make at home. Is one of the more popular ones. Mm-hmm. So for people that and a lot of people I talk to, that's usually one of their top favorite sandwiches. But at the same time, sometimes, and you tell me if this is like, do you often order a grilled cheese at certain places, or is that like usually like that's not a common thing that I usually order. But I will say, like at Tao De Cheese, I do order their grilled cheese because they make great.
That's really all they have. To be
correct.
Fair.
That's all they do.
So yes,
that's all they do.
You would be ordering that unless you just wanted the bisque.
Correct. Which is their bisque is good as well.
That's
but
what
yes,
they do. I love that though. I love it when places pick a thing. That's what we do. We do this one thing really well. And if you want a burger, go to the other truck, because we do grilled cheese here.
Correct. Yeah, and the cool thing that I like that they do is they shred the cheese.
Yes.
So they hand shred the cheese, which I think is super smart on their part, because it melts differently, and that's something that kind of they've realized. And so that's what they do, and they do a
why
mix.
R&D is important.
Heck yeah, man. And especially when you're having different, when you're doing different things. When I spoke to them, I asked them if they ever put cream cheese on a grilled cheese. Do you ever put cream cheese on a grilled cheese?
No.
So I have, because I've
had it, and I don't. Yeah. I love cream cheese. Yeah. I am a cream cheese fan, but no, I'm a very simple grilled cheese person. Like, I appreciate all the crazy stuff, and it's still tasty when they do Reuben grilled cheese or Mexican grilled cheese or whatever. But I'm really just I just want some cheese. Maybe cheese, maybe with bacon or tomato, and that's really my maxed out grilled cheese accoutrement. I want a plain grilled cheese.
And when you have grilled cheese, is there a cheese in mind that you like is like a go-to that when you're traditionally making it at home? Obviously, if I'm eating it out, I'm going to want a little bit something different. But at home, is there like a go-to cheese when you're making it?
I have to tell you, I really don't make grilled cheese at home. Like, maybe ages ago I used to make it at home, but I really don't, because I'm always like, at home, I have food fatigue. So I keep it really simple. Unless I'm like cooking a thing, but when the height of my grilled cheese consumption would be probably back home when I had diners, like, just like you could go to a diner and predictably it was good and Greek owned.
Yeah.
Where I come from, most of them, you might have a favorite, but like basically you could always count on Burger Supreme and challah French toast being good, and grilled cheese. Yeah. And so I think my go-to in the diner was usually either grilled mozzarella or provolone with tomato on rye bread.
Okay. That's
what I like.
Delicious. No, I like that.
I mean, there's really no bad call. It's just, but I mean, could I rock the Kraft singles right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I could do that.
So not to like dive into full grilled cheese conversation, because I can
with bacon. If I get like an orange cheese, I like with bacon, or an American cheese, I like with bacon.
At what point in your and we won't I don't have like a real answer on this, but I'm curious on your point. At what point does it no longer become a grilled cheese and become a melt? Meaning, Like to me, I guess at what point, what is your definition, or where does the needle move from it being a grilled cheese to, yeah, that's not really a grilled cheese, that's more like a ham and cheese?
Basically beyond what I just said. Like I think
Okay.
bacon and tomato, once you go past bacon and tomato on a grilled cheese, it's not a grilled cheese anymore. There's even a line. I almost feel like in order to still be a grilled cheese, it has to be bacon or tomato.
Yeah.
But I'll give it to, I'll dial it back. I'll dial back my tendency and say that's probably the absolute max. I don't know where it is on the line, but that's it. Like once there's more than two things on your grilled cheese, it's like a different kind of sandwich it's a pressed sandwich with cheese.
I am in the, I feel very similar to you. However, and how I do it, because obviously I'm trying to be more, I'll say, adaptable on certain things and open.
I have too many food rules.
Because I do have some, like, it's weird. I'm very open and pretty adaptable, but there's some things that I kind of draw a hard line on. But I will say in my sandwich world,
that's the Tao of Biggie.
Yes, in the sandwich world, for me, when I think of grilled cheese, that means cheese needs to be the larger ingredient of it. So that would mean, if you can, like, cheese has got to be the main ingredient. It's got to be cheese and bread, main ingredient. So you can 100%. You can have bacon. You can't have it where it's like so bacon heavy.
No,
it's got to have
slices
elements
of bacon. It's even covered. 3 slices of bacon. That's it.
Correct. And a lot of times, like when I'll make a sandwich, like I'll do a grilled cheese at home and we do it. And like but my mindset's always like, okay, so if I'm going to add turkey to this and make it like a turkey and cheese, but it's going to be a grilled cheese, then there's got to be at least 3 slices of cheese. There's got to be more cheese than turkey in it.
See, I wouldn't even, once you add turkey in, it becomes like a turkey.
It becomes a turkey and cheese,
even
or
a little bit of turkey, because that's just not a grilled cheese thing.
I agree with you, but at the same time, like,
unless sometimes turkey bacon.
Yeah, a lot of times I end up, but that's the reason why I'm curious, because like that's the big one. Like even when I was talking with Brian and Cindy about it, like Tao De Cheese, I'm like, what? At what point does it become? Because you obviously want to have different flavors. Like, who doesn't love a good buffalo? Like, I make a buffalo chicken melt. I do that a lot. I'll make a buffalo chicken melt when we have leftover buffalo chicken dip.
But to me, that's a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's a buffalo. That's why I call it a melt, because it's like, it's kind of like what you're kind of using it. There's cheese in it that's holding it together, melting it together, but at the same time, it's literally what it is. So yeah, no, I'm in the same line of thought as you, like where grilled cheese is the main the star of the thing.
Do you want to hear something funny though that I'm realizing now? I don't particularly like at home. I mean, I'll eat it when I'm out and if it's part of the dish, but I don't generally, either I eat a cheese sandwich or a meat sandwich. I usually don't really mix them.
So you never,
like on my turkey sandwich, when I go to Wawa, I don't get cheese on my sandwiches.
Really?
Yeah. Never.
So if you go so that's interesting. My daughter's that way. My daughter doesn't like cheese. The only cheese she likes is usually on pizza.
Like cheese on a sandwich for like a Parmesan hero.
Yeah.
Yes. But that's it. Like it's like a hot hero and it's Parmesan. But like for a deli sandwich, like to me a ham, I could eat it. If you give me a ham and cheese, I'll eat it. It's not like I'm going to pick it off. But if I were going to go order a ham sandwich, I would just order a ham sandwich. I wouldn't order cheese on it.
Okay. I like that. I mean,
I don't know why. It's just not my preference. Like Bella, I want a turkey sandwich. I don't want cheese.
That's how she is. She does turkey, and then she'll do like she'll have a grilled cheese, but she won't have turkey and cheese. Like there's just cheese is like she almost
exactly.
But she also likes it melted, which is the reason why I think, like in her world, like that's the only thing I've been able to figure out is that she likes the cheese melted, like pizza and things like that. She'll like that aspect of it. So so that's interesting.
That it's pizza.
Yeah, pizza. We do have to talk about pizza soon as a topic, because I feel like we can go 30 minutes of just nonstop pizza conversations.
We could do a month-long pizza series. I think I wouldn't get bored. I'm sure everybody else would, but
how come there isn't a pizza month?
There probably is. I just didn't look it up.
I've never seen a pizza month. Yeah, I'll look to see if there is, but I don't think there is.
That's because truly every month is truly pizza month, and the people, even the people who create marketing-based food holidays, aren't going to be blasphemous and just pin pizza to 1 month. They
Correct.
understand
But
that
they
that would
obviously
be
do it to
wrong.
sandwich, the bastards. They should make sandwiches year long when it comes to that. So, and I know one of the places, and it's kind of like I'm trying to transition as well to kind of go, because obviously I could talk sandwiches all the time, but I do one of the things that we've done, my wife and I've talked about it before. We do try to go now to like new places almost all the time. Some of them are just lists of places that have been open for a bit, but we just never
Mhm.
have an opportunity to go because we eat out, but we don't eat out as often as we should. And if we do, sometimes we'll go and we'll like
It's
go to.
expensive, man.
It does get expensive. It does get expensive, and we so I went to just this week, and one of the reasons being is because they just opened, football season's coming up. And I love every around this time frame I always get like UCF new UCF merchandise, because you know you got to like stock up on my home team. So there's a new store that opened up. It's called Alumni Hall, that opened up near UCF, and we were in the area, and I was like, ooh, I'm like, I've driven by enough times, and I finally got to try the dojo.
Oh, the dough show's so good. I haven't
Right,
been
and
back in a while because I have to run around, but yeah, the dough show's good.
it's super good. I really enjoyed it. I had their one that I went in there and I was like, I know it looks good. I've seen great things. I'm like, I just want. So one of the guys working there was like, well, what do you think? I'm like, what do you recommend? And he told me basically, he's like, get the dosho, which is like mixed meats. It's got cheese, olives, tomatoes, and peppers. The interesting thing about it is, it's obviously not like, you can't think of it as, it's Mediterranean. It's like a Oriental pies is what they call it. And it is amazing to watch the guy like make it. I was like watching how he makes it, because it's literally everything is inside the dough. So it's like
Yeah, they base it on like on an Egyptian bread called
yes.
fatir, and if you order it ahead of time, they have a plain one that is so outstanding. You could eat it with like honey and cheese, and it's really good. But that one takes a longer amount of time. But yeah, the dough is incredible the way, and you can watch it. It is like a
Uh-huh.
show.
Yeah.
Watch how they layer
Yeah.
this dough is incredible. And the
And
layers, and each layer gets basically brushed with this ghee. It's really good.
it's super good. We did that, and then we also ordered like, I wanted something kind of, I don't know, I was just like, well, let's get something else besides that. So we got the chicken kebab, which like comes like, the hummus was like ridiculous. It was like
Hmm.
super like, you know, just super fine, super
Now
like
I'm feeling like I want to go
smooth.
there.
I mean, it is super good. The chicken like super tender, moist, with the rice and all that. We had like a salad that came with it, a little salad. I mean, it was just great. We split that. And then I got their juices, because I guess they do fresh juices as well. I didn't know that they did. I just saw that everyone around me was getting something
Right.
juice wise, and I was like, what's going on? What is all this?
You
What's
had
everyone
FOMO.
drinking? Yeah, I'm like, what's everyone drinking? And then they're like, oh, these are all our fresh juices we make. So I ended up getting a watermelon one.
Oh, I
Um,
love watermelon juice. I make that here.
do
It's a
you?
pain. That's a pain to make. It's like
I,
you
I
got to
was gonna
triple
ask
strain it, and
how. I was gonna say, how do you make it? Because I mean, I had it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like drink. Like I'm eating just like I'm like, it was so good
it's
and so
not rocket
refreshing.
surgery. It's just
Yeah.
time intensive. I put it in the cut it up, chop up the watermelon, whatever. Put it in the Ninja and just puree it to death, and then you put it in a strainer, and basically triple strain it.
Ah, okay.
But it's
I will have to try.
delicious and
Yes.
refreshing and excellent with cocktails.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try.
watermelon
I'm gonna.
juice makes a great
Oh,
cocktail.
I never
But
thought.
watermelon to me is like, it's one of the things that I eat right after I work out, or if I come in from, it's like life. But both watermelon and coconut water. In these instances, sugar free,
Yeah.
just basic. It's like you drink it when you're in that condition, and you can feel it like going back into your cells.
Yeah.
I almost feel like.
No, I love it. I think to me, it's like a perfect example of like, it's like a great summer food. Like it's so great for hydration and so great like
Mhm.
what it does and what it provides. And it was one of those where I was like, I've been on like a huge watermelon kick lately, so I'm constantly eating watermelon whenever it's on sale, whenever we can buy it. We'll cut it up and slice it and have it in house, all pretty
Always.
much throughout the
Do you
summer.
get
Yeah.
I get what I call sloshy watermelon belly. where like I eat so much watermelon, I can actually feel it sloshing around
Yes.
in my belly.
Yes. I do eat quite a bit of it where you're constantly just eating. You're like, I think I'm gonna get sick from eating all this watermelon, but it's
I
like
never
so,
feel sick. I just feel
yeah.
like, oh, I'm like a balloon filled with
Yeah.
watermelon juice now.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, definitely a bunch of different topics. I kind of like the idea of having us go all around on different things. Especially since we both got to talk about different places we've been to. Where you went to, what was the name of the place? The Tiki
It is
Speakeasy?
called Roka Hula.
Roka Hula. We talked about Tao De Cheese. We talked about the dough show. We did some grilled cheese talk. I mean, a little bit of everything. And I think it's great. I think it was a fun episode to have.
Definitely. We need to
Yeah.
make up though, because my first installment for National Sandwich Month, and we need to touch on this and maybe wear your shirt next time.
Okay.
Po' boys.
I definitely want to talk about your article on the po' boys because I saw that he brings in bread a few times a week from New Orleans, correct?
Correct. Correct.
And I do want to talk about that. So let's put that on for our next conversation.
Put a
Talk po'
pin in it.
boys. Yes, we'll put a pin in it. We'll put a toothpick in it, and we'll go from there because I definitely want to talk about po' boys because there used to be a place, and I'm kind of off. Like and I remembered the name of it because my wife and I kept going back and forth looking for it. There used to be a place off of Sand Lake area, and there was a husband and wife, and they used to the wife would always say, "You want some remoulade? You want some fresh remoulade?" And that's all she would ever like. I mean, that's like that's all I remember from her. And it started
Was
with
this
a
a
J.
while ago?
Yes, very
Was
long
this
time
the place
ago.
that Shaquille O'Neal had a piece of?
I don't know if he had a piece of it. I know
Didn't
that
I feel like Shaquille O'Neal had like a Cajun or a New Orleans style like Lagniappe Cafe or something like that.
this
I don't
was
know.
like
I'll look it up. I'll
I'll
get
look
all
it up. I'll look
Orlando
it up.
historian.
I'll look it up, and I'm gonna give you the name of this because we'll make this one of our topics for next week. That we talk about is po' boys because I definitely want to talk po' boys. I do enjoy a good po' boy.
I'm agreeing with you. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, but yeah, let's definitely put a pin. Let's put a toothpick in it, and we'll talk about it next week. Po' boys is one of our topics, and we'll just kind of go over and kind of go some other things. That's our show for this week. Hopefully you enjoy it. Definitely subscribe, tell your friends, leave reviews. If there's things you want us to talk about, random topics, or just places that you've been to that you want to tell us about, and you want us to check it out, definitely do. I know Amy, Drew, and I have some fun things planned. We definitely are going to be eating at places together. We're putting that on our schedule so we can kind of plan based on our schedules. We're going to talk
taking
about
the show on the road, literally.
Yeah, we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna record possibly in a car. We're gonna try all different. We're gonna try all
That's all
different
right.
things.
I already eat like half my life in the car anyway.
Yeah, but we won't eat in front of you. You may see us eating, but you won't probably hear us talking and eating. But no mukbanging in our world for you. But we'll definitely be giving you more information of places and things to do. But thanks for listening and have a good night.
Thank you.